now? Am I needed? Time to rest. Defender of the people.
Says what?
The pride of the gate.
Careful.
No one back home will ever believe this.
Lord to Lord, need to get to the brain, now! Over here. Make it quick.
Still breathing, despite everything. Another fight. Let's go. Have to keep going.
Weep if you wish. Minsk will not judge.
Forever dauntless. No time to waste. Watch and learn. Where do I go from here? Time to push my luck again. Breathe deep and move.
I have missed this. The adventure, the danger, the kicking of butts. Who is not? So die in silence, evil!
Battle favors the fearless. No time to waste.
Subjugate.
battle cries feed, and wash them down with steel! Butt kicking, for goodness! Villainous face, meet virtuous fist!
Despite everything.
Justice walks on 4 feet and sleeps in my boot.
The pride of the gate. Let's get going.
one eye open, evil. Maybe both.
Give it a go.
Every kicked buttock, another step on the path.
Don't touch me. I hear all it all.
There it is. The crown. The very thing. That.
Boo? Can't it?
The rat, the hat, the frog. You are spectacular.
The crown! Cast the spell on it!
holding back.
Subjugate.
The blade will not bend.
To glory, or glorious death!
Transform.
You point, I punch.
Reunite. Reunite. Dominate. Subjugate. Subjugate.
favors the fearless. On the victor's path.
Hamster ears, I open. Who is napping? Die in silence, evil!
Survival is all that matters.
Transform.
I won't give in. On my way.
Next texture!
Leave the dead on our side.
This is my time. Forever dauntless.
Can we fight now? Who is not used to this taking of turns? Weep if you wish. Minsk will not judge. Whose battle cry is too high for your hearing? But you should tremble all the same. I'd sooner split his skull, but if you wish. goodness! To arms! Wait, no! To swords! Someone hold Boo. He does not enjoy the bumpings to come.
It's weakened. This is our chance.
Will not submit!
Even bound, its will is stronger than anything you've ever felt. The chains shake, threatening to break at any moment.
It's vulnerable, but not defeated. Use the portal. We will bring it down together.
Absolute freedom!
This is it. Its will is weakening.
wretched thing. Time to die.
This is it! Its will is weakening!
The chance. Its will is weakening. Eliminate the Nether Brain and let the Sword Coast be free.
Cry's fiend and wash them down with steel!
Impossible. Pain! Fear! Terror! Reconsider. Assess. Implore. Surrender.
Subdued at last, it begs for its life.
Spare me. Join me. Wield me. Become absolute!
It pleads because it knows I'm its master. I will finish this.
The brain is on the cusp of its final thought, and it's taking all of the Emperor's strength to keep it there. An opportunity, perhaps.
We could do it, you know. We could rule the world.
cries and the screams of legions upon legions of unborn illithids. The pain rips through you, obliterating all thought, all feeling. Your tadpole burns in your brain. Silence. For the first time in a long time, your thoughts are entirely your own. And then, gravity. Everything you did, everything you sacrificed, it was worth it. For this.
Victory. Our enemies are dust at our feet.
My powers, they're draining. Just like Mazora said they would. A small price to pay in the grand scheme of things. The city will cheer us, but it is the triumph itself, the very smiting of evil, that should lift our hearts.
And here I was, worried I'd become some grotesque, deformed beast. I would say no offense meant, but Well, look at you.
It makes little difference to me. I did what I had to secure my freedom. And in spite of your resistance to evolution, you have proved a good ally. I'm glad you think so. I did my best.
Skvar, you may have succeeded, but I have failed. Gith's son is dead, and Vlaakith has abandoned me. I will be hunted by her Inquisition to the ends of the world. I must leave. I have nothing more to gain by being here. For you. It was under your watch that you had the means to free all. It is true you helped me end the Grand Design. But the path you chose has cost my people greatly. I will thank.
The Githyanki are departing in peace. Curious sight in a day already full of them.
With the Githyanki gone, there's nothing left but the silence of the city. But it seems that Gale's might.
I can see the cogs moving behind your eyes, Gale. What's on your mind?
The crown. It's some... If I salvage the stones, I can reforge it. And once I have, it shall cure me of my affliction. And I'll finally be free. And a more deserving one this time. If this adventure has taught me anything, it's that there are things in this world far more Besides, growing quite fond of this merry band of ours. But I'd quite like to see what happens to it. I'm sure Mistra will summon me soon enough, but until then, I propose we celebrate our victory the mortal way, with a drink in our hands and reckless abandon.
Ah! That might be the smartest thing you've... What do you think? Time for a quick one? Before the work begins again? There is much to do. But a drink might be nice. A seat would be better.
I will not be joining you. I fear my presence will be no more welcome in the streets of the city.
I never thought I'd be sorry to see a mind flayer go, yet here we are. Be safe.
I will miss you, too.
Now that you no longer live in each other's minds, it's hard, though perhaps no harder than it ever was.
Although I suppose there is a lot to do here. Power to consolidate, a palace to claim. It will take time. But first, you and I are going to find the most hedonistic establishment in this city. And we're going to have a night that will go down in legend. After everything, I think I've earned it.
We did it, soldier. The city's going to be all right. And so are you. Engine's finally cooked. So, how'd I do? are you. It's the one thing I can't beat, isn't it? But life is for the living. And I saw...
No, stop. I won't allow this. Karlach, you're coming with me. Back to Avernus. We can't let her die.
You can't...
So, what do you say? Die here now, or live on with the blade of Avernus at your side. Zariel won't touch...
Fine. But we have to go. I can't hang on.
It's over. And it's all because of you, who were destined to become a thrall. Thanks to you, there will be no Illithid Empire, no Death God's tyranny. You have earned your place amongst the legends of the Sword Coast. You are the saviors of Baldur's Gate.
Last night was perfect. Though I couldn't help lying there thinking about my parents before you stirred. I gave them the release they asked for, freed myself from Shah's grasp just as they wished for. But there's moments where I think I'd trade that to be able to see them again, talk to them again. There's so much only they could have told me. But that's all gone now. I've got to move on. Find some place for myself. I was hoping you'd say that. Whatever lies ahead will be far less daunting if I have you. It could be just like old times. Well, hopefully not exactly like old times. I think I've had enough camping and mortal peril for one lifetime.
Well, soldier, here we are. It worked. My engines calmed down. I shouldn't have let you come here. This isn't going to be easy, you know. Zariel's going to come at us with everything she's got. Gods, like clockwork. They'll be on us soon, but there's just enough time. Thought I was done with these. But then, there was you. Imps are fast, but careless. Don't let them tire you out, just get rid of them. And don't forget, you asked for this. Better let these fuckers know I'm back. And this time, I'm not alone.
Since the Netherbrain fell, you and Shadowheart have seen more of Faerun than you ever thought possible. She no longer shies from wolves or water. Nothing in the world frightens her anymore. And you feel you could face anything by her side. One day, you receive a letter passed to you by a stranger who bows with deference. An invitation to a gathering of the friends and allies who stood by your side in the fight against the Absolute. You waste no time in packing and set off on the long road back to where all of your adventures together began.
Thou wert called here, some from above, some below. For with thine bond, together thou hast kept the wheel of fate spinning when it threatened to halt. Though thou wert drawn far apart in the months after the collapse of the Absolute, tonight, fate renews thy bond once more. Thou shouldst take care to preserve it. It is a great weapon wielded in the hand of good. Go. Know one another once more.
Ah. Well now. You can make yourself presentable when you have a mind to. Ah, how nice to be understood again. I have spent the past... Same twisting alleys for purse pickers. Same wooden buildings ready to get burnt by next year's dragon. Same cisterns overflowing. Huh. Baldurians simply get on with it. Harpers have... My own son, Jord, has been wooed to their ranks. Already... Not so for my daughter. Ryan's rejoined the Flaming Fist, though she spends more time locking up comrades for pocketing aid funds. They might learn a thing or two, if they don't expel her. Again. Ah, there is still much to do. People to house. I may have little love for this, for all your travels. I hope you have arrived where you want to be. Home. Whatever that means to you. Ah, sentiment. I must inspect the refreshments. You'll never know. Some ne'er-do-well might have done.
Hells yes! You're here!
There's something strange in your old friend's mouth. What is a familiar invitation? He wants you to throw the object he's dropped. But it isn't a ball. It's the astral prism. Scratch barks merrily and he whines. Let's talk. More.
Nice to return to familiar environs.
Not one juicy secret to be heard. Such a pity.
Ah, my dear friend. Our skeletal friend will be very pleased to see I found my way here, despite my invitation getting... Oh, you might help me with the title, though. I'm considering The Hero and Me. Me. It's all Volo as far as I'm... Perhaps, once the manuscript is finished, you'd even be willing to write a foreword. Ah, but you mustn't let me hog your attention all night, my friend. You've...
Ah, there you are. Well, well. Look, Professor Gale Decarius of Blackstaff Academy, educator of the esteemed School of Illusion. A pleasure. She did not. I'm delighted to report. I surrendered the crown of Carsus to her, as I told you I... Even now, I struggle to... Of course, I haven't clarified with my students that the orb is no longer a threat. I spend most of my time trying to convince them how much fun the study of magic can be. But it'd be easier to crack a smile on an intellect devourer than some of my pupils. Illusory magic has the power to... Oh, they try their...
The cheek of them! Nothing a well-placed swipe from Tara can't...
And what of you? What are you making of this newfound lease of life we earned? From you, I've told my students plenty. I'll be delighted to introduce you to my current cohort as a... Well, of course... It will give us plenty... I'm very curious to know what you've been up to these... So, in the spirit of...
My wings again. Who knows what people are gossiping about?
Good song, good company, and good vibes.
I didn't expect to be nervous. I feel like I must have dreamed the last few months. Now I'm waking up back in camp with my hair smelling like wood smoke and fallen leaves stuck to my backside. A little wine. So, we should divvy up what we tell people about what we've been doing these past few months. I'd hate to be a bore that comes along and regurgitates the same story to someone moments after you've told them. Any ideas? Well, there's the visit to the House of the Moon, fending off Sharan assassins. That stray imp that joined us. I'm sure we'll have them hanging off our every word. I'll leave you to do some mingling, unless you need anything else. Forgetting something? That's more like it. Don't get into trouble, but...
There you are. There you are, my friend. Breathe deep. Can you smell it?
You take in every scent the night breeze carries. Sweet honeysuckle, tender violets, and an earthy fragrance you can't quite...
Forest trees draped in moss. Who would have thought that one of them sported a map and some blueprints? If you want all the gory details, Karlak can fill you in. I've missed you. If I had to do it all over again, and I'd rather... I think the splinters I made out of the last bone devil I saw speak for them. Not to pat myself too hard on the back, but I'm not such a bad ranger if I do say so myself. I've seen him... He's lead... The likes of Bane's... he still believes in the bow and the blade, but valor is found not in the... May they all take it to heart. Well, that... Or wasting any of the...
You would think someone of my vintage would be inured to the passage of time. Yet these past 6 months, we have all pined that I know it can. For I feel the longing for old friends in my... Well, I am not normally given to imbibing, even the most... Now, we have much to catch up on. Do not allow... In that case, our community... The old masonry of Moonrise... It is. We welcome folk from all walks of life. Now, please... Their appetite for bedtime. They have all but exhausted my repertoire in but a few short months. No mean feat given the lifetime I have lived. I desperately need new material, please. My reputation is at stake. More than a few, I should think. At least I shall be equipped to explain the birds and the bees when the time comes. But I hope that time... I am all ears. Though I never cared for that phrase. A rather... You have kept yourself busy. I shall be able to keep the... Now, it would be cruel of me to hoard you all to myself for the evening. As much as I would like to. I shall leave you to the others for now. And on occasion, even Korga may yet find true balance. They are... To make a child smile, I spend... As for roaming, that impulse has dwindled. I'm as... Amazing. Before you go, I have something for you. Just a little keep. Ducks are my Yet, they always find their way back to where they belong. Just like old friends find themselves back in each other's company. Just a token to remember me by. Now, I've taken up enough of your...
Oh, shit. Oh, my God. Soldier. I've missed you, man. Like, I've really missed you. And you... But having Will around is... Oh, but hey, Cambion dropped a map with directions and blueprints for Zariel's own... Our current plan is to get in, grab a smith, and force him to fix old Rusty. Or maybe give me a brand new mod. You haven't seen the last of old Karlak yet, soldier. Trying not to count my owlbears before they've hatched. Can I look you up when I'm out? Hey, that would be kind of fun, though. Gods, is it good to see you again. This won't be the last time.
Perhaps I should stretch my wings again. Who knows what people are gossiping? Well, look who... My first and oldest friend. The last 6 months have been kind to you. A blessing, no less. But I am glad to see you're living life to the fullest. Cazador's mansion has become my palace, and played host to every kind of banquet and of course, has seen its fair share of hedonism, clandestine deals, and the occasional disappearance. Whatever it takes to build up my influence over those, I'm spinning my web. Power grows slowly. But I have nothing but time now. Try to wound me all you like, but I'm so much better than he ever was. I achieved what he only dreamed about. And now my ambitions can take me anywhere I want. But the important thing is I am doing wonderfully. Finally having a life. And who knows what's next? There's an entire world out there, ready for the taking. They are welcome to try. I could use a new trophy for my wall. I did miss you, you know. You always had such unique ideas about the world. We did share a wonderful adventure, you and I. A pity to see it end in some ways. But we have great new lives stretching out before us, and great new adventures to go on. I will never forget the time we spent together, though. And I know you'll never forget me. Until next time, darling.
The one comprising mostly of bone. Perhaps he wishes to live vicariously through the attendees' appetites.
I remember one evening when we had to eat 14 apples, some fish heads, and a stale loaf of bread just
I
to
will never get tired.
Oh, hello. Let me guess, you've got some... You've no idea who I am. Withers couldn't even find a bard that knows who I am. You know. Deep down, I knew you'd recognize me. You're a fellow bard, after all. What can I do you for? Your wish is my... etc. What song do you want? Fantastic, huh?
Boo! We are not dreaming. Oh, and it is... You will forgive the aroma, I hope. We were not expecting the Dusty One to open a port. Boo had a moment to lick himself clean, but there is a little too... Minsk and Boo have been helping, of course. The Zentarum rule the city's underbelly, so Minsk and Boo went to give them a tickle. We awoke in a Zentish cell, awaiting trial by noble combat. Execution, says Boo, though I am not... It is a long walk to the gallows, and Minsk still has his fists, no? In ample time indeed. So long as the Bone Mage returns us to ourselves, but leave such matters for the morn. Tonight is for... How have you filled your days since we tore this... Aha, the lovebirds. Though I am think... There is... Ah, this pond shall do nicely, Boo.
Ah, cool, fresh air. By the living gods, I needed it.
Look at this place.
Old friend. For 2 months I trained the Knights of the Comet. For 2 more I skewered Kithraki bellies. And for 2 more yet, to see your face, it brings me even more pleasure than taking a Royal Inquisitor's head. We've spilled blood, gained a foothold in the Astral, but still we need allies. And one beyond reckoning has made itself known. Zerith Minyaragith. Not a what, but a who. The immortal god king of the Githzerai. An exile. Algish sent word of the rebellion to Minyaragith through the cosmos. He's agreed. It's fallen to me to secure an alliance. My blade is keen as ever. But it was you who showed me that a proper victory doesn't... Sometimes, a sincere plea is more persuasive than a dagger against... Minyaragith is an ascetic. He reached out in good faith. This is his way. It is in this... And if he refuses, I carry on. I am the Comet. I will not rest until I burn Vlaakith's bones to ash and smash her phylactery to pieces. My people will be free. But you've heard that refrain before. Zealous, bossy, insistent. All part and part. I suppose it is, rather. It's taken a dozen Gish's talents, a few stolen sons. Worth it, I'd say. More to the point, I missed you. But I'll be back to see you again when the comet has risen. As surely as Kalir will forever circle the...
Who knows what people are gossiping about?
Oh, right. You, yes. You helped Mr. Dicarios save That doesn't sound... You ought to come visit myself and Gale. We'll set a ta.
New environs.
Reunited with friends.
Enjoying yourself, I hope. I know. Let's make tonight count. The only regrets I want to hear about come more. Why, I feel... Are you trying to make me sleepy?
Cheers to you.
Back up. It's quite... it's good to see you. Oh, my knees are aching terribly.
Hopefully not during the party.
We've already had.
I learned much under these very skies.
It truly is splendid. Of course. I could get used.
Why are you looking at me so?
Cheers to you.
Don't worry.
Can't keep away from me, I see.
I will never get tired of seeing that face.
A beautiful night.
Greetings, O cultured adventure. Your wish is my... etc.
This one night is like any... Thou art the savior of Baldur's Gate. Until such time it required. I am pleased to hear it. The satisfaction... Enjoy the revelry of the day. Thou deservest at least that much. What indeed? The balance of the world restored. The balance of these lives, mortal and otherwise, brought to account. Hear me, thou heroes, wastrels, friends. I have waited long to tell you these words. It is over. For now. Thou played thy part in weaving the fabric of fate itself, but for every thread you sewed, so did the gods unravel another. Sleep, rest, revel, but be ready, for thou mayst yet be needed. Until we meet again, I wish thee every possible fortune, health, wealth, love, and above all, problems worth solving. To you.